Arsène Wenger grew up in the village of Duttenheim and joined his local club at the age of 12. His teammates say he was always the technician, the strategist of the team. He was already getting his ideas across, but calmly. Arsène wasn't the captain, and yet he was. It was, you do this, you do that. At the age of 18, he finally got his breakthrough, thanks to a man who would become his football mentor, Max Eeld. He played very well. He made such an impression that I got in touch with him, and the next year he came to play for Mutzig in the 3rd division, the club which Max Eeld managed. At Mutzig, he played as a centre-back sweeper. Looking back, Arsène will most remember his time at Mutzig for the footballing knowledge he gained from working with Max Eeld. They would travel to games from both Germany and France to learn new tactics and managerial philosophies. This most likely lit a spark in Wenger's passion for managing. He was always eager to learn. He wanted to know everything, from tactics to team strategy to how to improve, said Eeld. In 1973, when Wenger joined 2nd Division team Mulhouse, he became a professional footballer for the first time. At the same time, he was pursuing an economics degree at Strasbourg University and received his degree a year later. He quickly became a key part in the Mulhouse side, but it wasn't necessarily because of his performances. He hit it off with the manager Paul France, who would become another mentor for him. They took the same commute from Strasbourg to Mulhouse, where he integrated Arsène into the team, and he would effectively become his mouthpiece on the pitch. He took the ideas they talked about in the carriage and onto the field, and organized his teammates along the lines we had talked about. I don't think I ever had to tell him expressly to do that. He just took it on naturally. Arsène made 56 appearances for Mulhouse before deciding to leave in 1975 because of the overwhelming daily commute. He joined Vauban, a recently founded club in Strasbourg, managed by his old friend and mentor, Max Eeld. Max needed a midfielder who could organize play and also have a sort of hold over the team, and so he decided to recruit Wenger. Arsène played at the club for 3 seasons, helping them to reach the 2nd division. In 1978, Max joined RC Strasbourg as a reserve youth team coach. However, he was asked to perform the duties of a scout at the same time, which meant a caretaker reserve manager had to be appointed. And Max recommended, well, I'll give you one guess. Wenger took on this role, along with being a player for RC Strasbourg. As a player, he was playing in the 1st division for the first time at the age of 28. However, by the end of that season, Arsène saw himself as more of a coach than a player, and his dedication was clear when he remained busy with coaching while the players celebrated the league title. His impressive management skills as a youth coach impressed League 2 club AS Nancy, where he got the job as an assistant manager. Arsène's playing career wasn't exactly a memorable one. However, looking back, we can appreciate that it laid the grounds for his managerial career, which was just a little bit more memorable. Just a little. One of the things I took away from researching about Arsène's life story was the fact that some people play a big part in your story. Without doubt, the most important person in his story is Max Eeld, who saw something special in Arsène and gave him his first breakthrough by bringing him to Mutzig. He taught Arsène a lot about football, forming the basis of his footballing knowledge, which helped him excel as a coach. Then, many years later, he recommended Arsène in his first coaching opportunity, along with Luc France, which allowed him to get exposure to top clubs like Nancy and gave him a name as a coach. So without Max Eeld, there is no Arsène Wenger, or at least as we know him. Arsène wasn't destined to be a good player. No, he was destined for something more.